found the best teams, right, are the ones that you have a group of men that are intrinsically motivated, and you kind of just, corral them. You keep them inside the lines. So those are the best teams I've had, right? They're just really highly motivated people.
So you start off with a little bit more control / responsibility hold up. Was it always the case? Did you do that at Hofstra? Did you make some mistakes along the way?
Oh, one of the blessings of being a coach for 32 years now, the number of times I've failed, right? I've handled a situation in a way that now looking back, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't have handled it that way, or too much restriction or too much freedom, and it's, we're endlessly learning, right? It's an endless, I say to my student athletes here, the second, if you think you've arrived because you're a Buckeye, it's the beginning of your death. It's like, it's the beginning of the end. It never ends. It's got to be a never ending desire. And you see the guys that excel here. Jesse Mendez came in and he has a deep love for learning, a deep love for wrestling, a deep love for improvement. He's coachable. And there's no surprise that he is where he is, because he's never arrived, right? There's always growth. There's always learning. So yeah, I made so many mistakes through the years. I can't believe they stuck with me at Hofstra. Like, they were amazing. I'm a knucklehead now, dude. Can you imagine me at 24 coming out of the University of Iowa, and I'm coaching a team? I was an assistant coach, by the grace of God, by a great man and great friend, Dwayne Goldman, who's the head coach at Indiana, and he hired me out of college. And I wasn't born with this. At 6 years old, what are you going to do? I'm going to be a wrestling coach. I'm going to be a coach. It was more like Norm on Cheers. If you saw this interview with Norm on Cheers, where he was with David Letterman, and David Letterman said, "So I heard you failed out at Notre Dame." And he said, "I did it, but I'm one of the few people there that actually did what I'm doing for a profession now." I said, at the end of the bar, and I had some drinks. It ended up being his life's profession, right? So I wasn't ordained to be a coach. It was my senior year in college at the Big Ten championships. A well-respected wrestler and coach, Dwayne Goldman, said, "Are you interested in coaching?" And I said, let me get through the season. I'll reach out. And, so one of the struggles, I think, with the sport, one of the struggles is I had an education degree, but I had no experience.